All right, let's look at the global opportunity first. Christian mentioned a number yesterday that was very impressive. It's an skincare and skin regenerative care is an $80 billion worldwide market. That's a huge opportunity for everybody. How many people use skincare to get to 80 billion current dollars in today's market? That's interesting, that's good, that's impressive. Yes, it's a big number, but you know what? In this market we live in, and people think things aren't growing, in the next, 3 years? Where is it? In the next 3 years, it's going to increase to a $91 billion industry. So the opportunity is there. This market is continuing to grow. And there's lots of reasons, and we're going to talk about why this market of skincare is growing and the reasonings behind it in this market where you think people might not be spending money on high-end skincare, but they are. So we're going to talk through that. In the US alone, it's a $4 billion industry, so that's just one country. $4 billion industry, and that is going to grow to a $5 billion industry by the year in the next 2 years. So in this market alone, it's going to increase $2 billion in this market we live in. And I say that, I don't want to say this regression or recession or whatever they're calling we're in, even though we're supposed to be out of it now. But anyway, so there's reasonings why this market, this skincare market is growing, and we'll talk through that. Of course, women are a very big consumer of skincare, but the largest segment, and this is obvious now where I'm going with this, the largest growing segment of increased usage of skincare is the men's market. So just remember that. We've got that term metrosexual now. That's a compliment. Men maybe do not think that's a compliment, but for us women, it's a compliment to think our man is metrosexual. They're very confident in their feminine men's side. They take care of themselves. They look gorgeous. They're good on the inside and outside. And they use skincare. So it is the largest growing segment of the skincare population is the male population. So it's also a segment of that is the natural and organic market. You know, it's gone from hippies, concept of hippies and people that didn't shave their legs or whatever, never mind, all the way to mainstream. You know, now you can find natural and organic components, products, not only food, but topical products in your supermarkets, in your grocery stores. Let's get to the statistics first. In 2010, and that's as of this past month, it's the June 2011, so in 2010 this came from the $39 billion industry in worldwide, and it's increased from 63% from the year 2006, so that is continuing to grow as well. And by the year 2015, it's going to be a $78 billion industry. People want natural and organic, even in the world we live in today, even though in some instances it costs more. So that there's a 103% increase in the next few years of the demand for natural and organic components, foods, nutraceuticals, and topical skincare products. So the demand is big, and it is increasing, and it's available in your supermarkets. You see that. I remember growing up, I grew up here in California. There wasn't an organic and natural segment in our supermarket. It was just one big produce segment. And now I live in Maine, which is very remote in most aspects of living. And even in our little grocery stores that we have in Maine, there's a natural and an organic segment, not only in the fresh produce area, but in the cosmetics and the supplement area as well. The price gap is narrowing because people are willing to pay for it. They're willing to pay for it and demand it, and the price gap is narrowing and getting closer to what's considered non-organic and natural component products. So that's very exciting, and so the demand is big. The demand is big for many reasons, and why it's continuing to grow when you read these reports that have just recently come out is we are in a time when we might not have money to go on fancy trips in general, the population out there, or to go into fancy dinners, but if we feel good and we feel we look good, we're willing to spend the money there. So men and women equally are willing to spend the extra money on skincare products to make them feel good on a daily basis. And that is a component of living in this society where it's kind of, where a lot of people feel restricted in what they're doing because of their financial income, but they will spend the extra money to buy a proven and solid skincare product to put on them to help them feel good every single day. So that's one of the big reasons why these reports are showing that the industry and the demand is rising and continuing to rise. So the largest skincare demand is in two categories: anti-aging, and anti-aging means what? What do you think of when we say anti-aging in skincare? Yep, wrinkles, okay. I'm right there. That's my first thing too. And then what's the second area is natural and organic. What does that sound like? Yeah, man, imagine that. Yes. So it points right to DermaStem. DermaStem falls right into the industry's areas of growth: anti-aging and natural and organic. So you get results within 7 days. You will start seeing a softening and results within 7 days. And then at that 28-day mark, I say wowza. I mean, that's just the big wowza. 28 days, you've got 3 numbers. You don't have to memorize them because they're in all of our literature, and I'm going to show you that in a minute. But it's basically up, down, down. No, it's down, up, up. I said that wrong. Okay, so up is, down, okay, down, up, up. So down is 25% reduction in fine lines and wrinkles. You heard this from Christian yesterday. You've just heard it from Paola, absolutely. But these are talking points. These are talking points that will get people to, like, okay, just let me try it. So down 25% is fine lines and wrinkles, up 30% hydration and moisture content, moisture retention, and then up 10% in elasticity. So for me, at my age, you tell me something's going to reduce my fine lines and wrinkles in 28 days by 25%. In 1 month, I'm going to have 25% less wrinkles. I'm going to try it. That's just how I am. Yep, give me it. Let me try it. So that's, these are talking points. Make it simple. We know about this. We know with our internal products, our stem enhance and stem flow, it can get complicated, but the big thing is people want it simple. So learn to talk to people, and these are the talking points. Reduce fine lines and wrinkles. Is it proven? Yes, it is. And we can go into the website and stuff, and I'm going to show you that in a minute. Now, more talking points, of course. You heard Christian talk about it. You heard Paola talk about it. And, of course, it's a natural product. Shakan and Christian talked about how it was developed. Christian then talked about the science. Paola's just talked about the talking points as well. But again, natural. And what does that mean? This information is available for you. Certainly you can write it down. It's organic and certified and grown and wild harvested. So those are the components that support this natural claim that we make, and it is all natural. Stem cell support, you know that. Regenerative support, you know that. Antioxidant support, you know that. And a natural built-in sun protection component. So those are talking points. My big thing, I'm the kind of person, if you tell me it's going to reduce 25% of wrinkles in a month, man, I'm going to try it. So you just have to know the kind of people you're talking to, and we're going to go through that. So application. You saw it yesterday, you smelled it. And that's, that's another thing. I don't know, you just have to ask, what makes me tick? And then you can relate what makes you tick. Put the little bit on your hand, you tap it. You know what I saw yesterday? People going, what is that? This is a natural product. You smush it on your hands like this, you're just smushing all those little live cells, those little live components. And I watched the men in the audience. Sai was sitting next to me. Christian and Dawn and Christian and John the day before, we were in the office. And I watched them put it on the hand, and they went like this and smushed it around, as Christian probably just demonstrated a few minutes ago. Then he smashes it on his face. I'm like, this is alive, guys. This is delicate. This is a serum. Treat it delicately. So additionally, you notice the color. Obviously, you can't help but notice the color. As Christian pointed out, and Paola also demonstrated, is that there's no bleaching agents in it. So it's a natural, it's extremely organic and natural, alive product. So what you do is, this is encouragement. I would put one or two pumps, And I think that's the first one. Yep. 1 or 2 pumps. Lightly tap it. Use that ring finger. And I'm not going to do it because it will smush up my face powder. Vanity. But you lightly tap. You lightly tap in the areas. And yes, and then you lightly tap around the delicate areas, and then lightly tap throughout the face. So this afternoon, I want you all practicing that when you're walking around the booth. You go up to the skincare booth with Christian in it, and you lightly tap. We don't want to smash and damage it. There's been a lot of effort come into creating this live, natural product for you. And when you smash it around like this, and it's like, it's a serum, okay? It's a serum. It's a delicate serum.